Fashion Insider friends, what is up? This is the Fashion Crimes Podcast where I cover all things fashion, style, shopping, style inspiration, and interview incredible small business owners who are changing the fashion industry for the better. Yes, I'm the best friend you never knew you needed and the poster child for fashion over 40, and I mean way after 40. Say it with me, fashion and style are your friends, not your enemies. I'm Holly Katz, your favorite personal stylist, and let's keep it real, the only Holly you need to know. Turn it up, because I got a lot to say, and I am super stoked you're here. What is up, my fashion friends? How has your week been going? Everything is copacetic here at the Fashion Crimes Podcast headquarters. I am so thrilled that you've joined me this week. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to have you here. We've had a lot going on this past week. I was in New York and we had my son's engagement party. Excuse me, did you see my outfit pics? And if you didn't, please go back and do so. I was wearing a yellow dress that Jonathan was like, "You look like the sun." Anyway, it was super cute. It was a very, very bright yellow dress. We came back and then FGI, which is the Fashion Group International, they had a beautiful anniversary party, which was great. I was lucky enough to be on their red carpet interviewing people, which was tons of fun. I got to interview James Aguiar. He is the stylist for Modern Luxury Magazine. I got to interview Monica, the singer. She lives here in Atlanta, so that was great. I loved her, meeting her, and all the footage will be coming to you soon, but I have some little snippets here and there on my Instagram pages, both the Fashion Crimes Podcast and the Holly Katz Styling Instagram. I wore my Grape Ape purple suit by Sergio Hudson. I looked like the Grape Ape. And I had this heart chainmail sequin top underneath, and it was by Paco Rabanne. It was a halter top, but the sequins were hearts. I do have to say, I have never gotten so many compliments in my life that I did on that suit and that top. So check out my pics when you get a second. I had my makeup done by my girl here with Dallas. She did an amazing job. I felt really fabulous. So check it out. In recent breaking shoe news, I did wear my Tom Ford purple suede shoes for the FGI party, and I did have to stand quite a bit, and yikes, my feet hurt. Let's be honest. But because my feet hurt, I was thinking of what to speak about this week, and I thought it would be a really good subject to talk about what my picks are for the best shoes that you need to have in your shoe wardrobe. How many you should have, what types of shoes you should have, so forth, so on, and what have you. The reason why I think this is important is because I think people get confused or they're not sure what the current trends are or the styles they should be looking for or how much money they should be spending on shoes and how to sort of like branch out of your comfort zone when it comes to trying on something different or new. I think obviously people are very price driven when it comes to shoes, and obviously that makes sense. So they have like a set amount on their mind, and that's the price they stick to, which it can be a little bit limiting if you're looking around for something interesting and new. So with that being said, these are my must-haves and best storage practices for your shoes. So starting with flats. If you wear flats on the regular, then I recommend flats with a heel. So when I say flat, it's actually a pretty broad category. So it includes all closed toe flats, mules, loafers, lace-ups, like an Oxford or brogue shoe, Mary Janes, and slingbacks. I do not love rubber-soled flats. I do not love them. There's nothing wrong with them. I just think a hard sole flat looks much nicer and more structured. Plus, you really get what you pay for. If you wear shoes without socks, they can get really gross on the inside. So make sure you're wearing like a no-show sock if you have a full flat covering your whole foot, not with a mule and not with a slingback. I don't particularly wear flats a lot, but I do have some Valentino rock stud ones that I really love. Some recommendations for flats that I would like to suggest are as follows. Jeffrey Campbell makes a great flat. Sam Edelman, they have a few cute pair. Birdies. Now, I know Birdies, they have some rubber sole, but I have some that are not rubber sole that are really cute. Valentino, duh. Sarah Flint, that is a new one for me. And of course, our friends at Ally Custom Shoes and our dear friend Ashley at Cecilia New York Shoes. You can go back and listen to episode 131 and learn all about Ashley from Cecilia, New York. Love her. She gifted me some shoes, and y'all about to see me rock those on vacay next week. So those are some of my favorites for flats. And of course, there is a Pinterest board that I made just for you this week. So go ham and picking out the flats. So I know your next question, what are the best things to style with flats? I'm so glad you asked. You can literally wear flats with anything. Now, I don't recommend them for everything, but technically you can wear them with most things. The best way that I like to wear them is with a mini dress. I love that look, or with some flared crop pants. If I have to work a fashion show or a photo shoot, basically, if I'm going to be running around working, then I do like a flat. If flats are your jam, then make sure you get some funky colors and different styles. Don't be getting one pair of shoes in 12 colors. Fashion crime. It's okay if you love a shoe style and you want to get more than one pair, but not 12. So you can get like 2. I said 2. Okay, you get it. Moving on to the next shoe category is heels. So for all of you out there who have given up on heels, there is hope for you. Thanks to our friends at Ally Shoes, you can get custom heels to fit your feet with literally no pain if you are interested in giving that a whirl. They can send you a fit kit where you actually trace your feet and then send in the measurements for a custom pair of shoes just for you. So if wearing heels are important to you, great. If not, it's important to me. If it's not, then I definitely recommend a wedge or a block heel, which you can get anywhere. I really love a block heel. It's totally approved by me and actually recommended, I think, a little bit more than a wedge. Block heels can be higher as well, but really look nice if you aren't feeling a stiletto. Same idea, but a little bit more comfortable. The first step actually is just being aware. If you're someone who's never worn heels, fine. Okay, then a wedge or a block heel might suit you. But if you used to rock a heel and you're just out of practice, no biggie. You can start with a 3-inch and practice. Wear them around the house, vacuum in them if necessary, wash the windows, cook. I've talked about this before. There's nothing worse than someone trying to wear heels that actually cannot. So if you're open to it, then I would definitely get a 2.5 to 3-inch heel. That's a standard height. That's not too high. But if you get a platform, hint, hint, that's even better and it's more comfortable. It gives the illusion of a higher heel, but is actually lower. It's an optical illusion. Love that for you. Here's a hard and fast rule. If you're going to a dressy or cocktail event or a black tie event, you must wear a heel. Unless your ass just had foot surgery and you're in a boot, you should be wearing some type of heel. Of course, it's at your comfort level, but don't let me catch you wearing flats to a black tie event unless you're fucking 5 years old. Okay? Fashion crime. If you're a grown-ass woman, which you are, put on a heel. No one is saying you have to wear them to work or to the grocery store, but bonus points if you do. But for an evening event where sequins are involved, it's a non-negotiable. What do you wear heels with? I love a heel with a dress, with a skirt, or my favorite, is leather pants, of course. I've worn them with jeans, with maxi skirts. I mean, the sky's the limit. I love a heel with shorts. If you have like really nice legs, definitely wear shorts with some kind of heel for a dressy evening look in the summer, or with leggings and a chunky sweater in the winter. My favorite, of course, is a high heel boot in the winter. And speaking of boots, you should have high ones, you should have low ones. And if you live in Georgia, you have to have some cowboy boots. There is always confusion on what to wear boots with, but the style formula is simple. Boots are something that you can use as a tool to make your legs look longer and leaner. And you can definitely wear them year round. as long as you understand that they are mostly worn in fall and winter. If you run hot, like if you're hot all the time, if you're a hot natured person, not suggested in the summer. They do keep your feet warm. So wearing them in the summer is best if you want to wear like a shorter boot or something more lightweight so you're not schwitzing. My favorite brands for boots, hands down, Paris, Texas, number one. Paris, Texas, Isabel Marant has amazing, fabulous boots. Alexander McQueen, duh. And I have some Giovanni Rossi little booties. I wear those all the time with everything. I wear them with shorts. I wear them with dresses, maxi skirts, pants, everything. Really, really short booties. Like they just come to your ankle bone. Loving that. Also, I wear combat boots. Now, when I say combat boots, I mean combat style boots. So I wear those by Roger Vivier. Love those. I love those for winter, and I have some that are actually lightweight and beige for summer. No suede or winter boots in the summer. I'm going to say that again. No suede or winter boots in the summer, like ever. And if you live somewhere super cold most of the year, then you do have my permission to get super chic designer snow boots, like the Chloe ones or the Prada ones. I have these thigh-high Jimmy Choo gold boots that are high heel. The boot is one piece, and then the leg pieces are another. So getting them on is hilarious because you have to put the boot on and then you have to put your foot through. It's like a stirrup almost, and it's very hard to get on. Anyway, when I wear them together, they're over the knee, and let's just say they are not breathable, okay? So it takes an army to get me out of these boots. If I wear the leg pieces, it's usually 30 degrees outside or lower. But I wear the boots year round because they only come up to about halfway up my shin. So I can wear them in the warmer months if I want to. There are so many other boots that I love. I can't possibly name them all, but you should have at least 3 pair in your wardrobe: tall, short, and medium. The heel height, of course, is up to you. Cowboy boots for extra credit, duh. I would like to clarify something though. When it comes to cowboy boots, you can get real cowboy boots, like straight up from Texas or New Mexico, or you can get a cowboy style boot. Both are acceptable, just FYI. I have had both. I've had fake ones and I've had real ones. But in your boot section, you need at least one higher heel boot. Winter boots if you need them, of course. And just say no to rain boots. I know. Don't get mad at me. They are not a fashion crime. I want to be very clear. Rain rubber boots are not a fashion crime. However, they're just really fucking silly looking unless you live in New York City and you're literally walking through the streets in the rain. Seriously. If you're getting into your garage to go to your car and you think it might rain, you do not need to be wearing rain boots. This is something I think that people get really mixed up on. You wear rain boots if you're going to be walking in the rain in New York or Seattle, not in a place where it never rains. And they are not for fashion. They are for function. No exceptions. Now, I know there's some cute rain boots out there. I know hunter boots are cute. That's fine. If you want to get some lower ones all day long, if you're going to be outside or if you're going to be trekking through the woods doing God knows what, go for it. But the tall ones up to your knees, the galoshes, don't do it. There might be some disagreement here, but let's keep in mind, this is the goal. These are must-haves for your shoe wardrobe. And look, if you live in Seattle or if you live in New York and you want to wear rain boots, go for it. But if you live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I see your ass wearing rain boots in the grocery store, it's not necessary. That's all I'm saying. Sandals. I have 2 rules. You should have flat sandals, wedges, and some higher heel ones. You should never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, completely, ever, never wear Tevas or Chacos. Unacceptable. I will absolutely give you a pass on Birkenstocks, even though I hate them with every fiber of my being. I will actually give you a pass on those if you swear to me I will never see you in Tevas or in Chacos. Just don't do it. I understand why Birkenstocks are in style. They're always in style. They're never going to die. They're closed toe. They're open toe. They have all these different styles. That is the most acceptable of the hippie footwear in my book. Because you can actually make Birkenstocks look really chic if you wear it like with a really cool maxi dress and a dope hat or a great cover up and a cool bathing suit. There's a lot of different ways. I don't wear Birkenstocks. I never have. I never will. I know people who do. I don't hate on them. But if you wear Tevas or if you wear Chacos, I will hate on you. And P.S., I saw somebody in the airport with fucking Tevas on and striped socks. Now, I know somebody might think that's cute, like the anti-fashion movement. It's not cute, okay? Just don't do it. We could get divorced. I'm just saying, if I find somebody or any of y'all in Tevas or Chacos, we could get divorced. I'm not going to confirm or deny that, but I have seen it so much in public, it hurts my heart. When it comes to flip-flops, okay, you've got two choices. Rubber flip-flops for the beach / pool / pedicures. If you like flip-flops to wear them on the regular, you should have nicer leather ones for kicking around. Everybody makes leather flip-flops. Tory Burch, Valentino, Gucci, Takis. I think that's how I'm saying it right. Tkees, Takis. Those are really nice ones. So forth and so on. Alexander Berman, Dior, Jimmy Choo, of course, our friends at Cecilia, New York. They all make great sandals. High ones, low ones, heels, mules. And another no can do is slides. No slides. Like I'm talking about the rubber sport Adidas slides. No sporty slides like that. No. And if I catch anybody wearing Crocs, don't let me hear about it. Okay. They will never be chic. They will never be cool. I don't care what famous people are saying or doing or wearing. For us, all y'all listening to me right now, for all of us in this age group, in my posse, in this phase of our lives, it's never, ever acceptable. I have cleaned out closets before and people say, I just wear them around the house. Girl, no, stop. Just no. And here's another one. The fit flops, the marketing scam where they tell you that they make your legs look a little bit more tone. That is false advertising. Okay. If I catch anybody trying to get away with those, we're divorced. They're not cute. They're not in style. And they're just not for chic people. And you are chic. Okay. You're friends with me. And that means you're chic. So don't ever wear those. I know we all know people who do. And believe me, it's a fashion tragedy. It's very sad. There's a million flip-flops in the world. Pick something else. Okay, moving on to sneakers. We've talked about this before. Workout shoes are for working out. Fashion sneakers are for anything else. Golden Goose, Gucci, Alexander McQueen, Air Jordans, New Balance, Nike, Superga, Converse. The list goes on and on and on. Michael Kors makes tennis shoes, sneakers, Loewe, Adidas, Vejas, Vans. There are so many brands to choose from. Now, if you do exercise on the regular, please make sure you get at least 2 pair of workout shoes and 2 pair of non-workout sneakers. And I go through my workout shoes pretty quickly. They only last about 6 months. I'm not running in them or anything, but I have like weightlifting shoes and then I have like walking shoes. And then the rest of my sneakers are not workout sneakers. Make sure you wear a no-show sock with them. Okay. So disclaimer, tube socks, they are back in, but I refuse to accept that. So I just wear no-show socks. But young people are wearing tube socks, like the slouchy ones again. I'm not going to fault you for that. If that's your jam, that's what you want to do. But I just like a no-show sock. So how much is too much? How many shoes should a stylish woman like yourself should you have? I would say at least 20. At least. If you have 10 to 12 pairs of shoes right now, you just need more. If you have 100 pairs of shoes, you could have way less. Honestly, I have around 60 to 70 pairs of shoes. And I know it sounds like a lot, but I do wear most of them. The only things I don't rock on the regular are my winter boots because we do live in New York part-time, and my high heels. Those are the ones that are kind of in limbo. And what I wear on mostly are sneakers, flip-flops, sandals, my wedges and my boots that I wear year round. Okay. But my heels and my winter boots, those are on the sidelines, but I do wear everything else. So if you're on the lower end, if you have about 10, 12, 15 pairs of shoes, get rid of some that are beat down and replace them with more current styles. Okay. And again, it's your personal preference. I don't care if you wear heels, if you don't wear heels, if you wear flats all the time, they've got to be updated. They've got to look good. You've got to keep your shoes up, especially if you live somewhere like New York where your shoes get dogged out all the time. You've got to keep your shoes up. All you people with feet issues out there, okay, I'm talking to you. There are companies like Pedro Garcia, Cork Ease, and Gentle Sole that cater to people that have all kinds of feet issues and limit their shoe wearing capabilities. Most of the people that I work with, they do have some kind of foot issue or ankle issue. And those brands are great choices. It's been so long, I can't even remember the last time I've had a client and they did not have a foot issue. So my last client had more feet issues than I've ever seen in my life. And she just said, buying shoes is very difficult for me. So I only wear these one types of shoes. She got about, I would say 18, 19 pairs of shoes now, because we ordered her 10 pairs of shoes from here, 10 pairs of shoes from there. She tried on all the ones that were wide enough for her, she kept. The ones that she liked, she kept. She said, oh, these are going to be too narrow. They weren't. So there's a lot of different choices now that were not around, I would say 20 to even 25 years ago. Again, our friends at Ally Shoes cater to people with very, very special feet issues and special requests, and they allow your shoes to be completely custom. It's really fantastic. So that's going to be in the show notes. Please reach out to them. They're an amazing female-owned entrepreneur fashion brand that is making a difference in small batches. So good for them. Best storage and care practices for your shoes. Your shoes should be on the shoe racks or in over-the-door shoe bags, never in the boxes. Never, ever, ever in the shoe boxes. Now, you can get mad at me. You can ignore me. You can not believe me, but I'm telling you, they're taking up too much room. You cannot see what you have, and they take up too much space. If you want to fight me on that, I'm going to give you a million reasons why you cannot keep your shoes in your shoe boxes. They have to be out where you can see them. Shoes are energy. If you have to go through the boxes, you're wasting your time and energy, and you're cluttering up valuable real estate in your closet. Find a cobbler or shoe person in your area that will fix your heels, fix your broken heels, change the taps on your shoes, and that will keep your shoes looking newer longer. It is worth the investment, I promise. I had these Jimmy Choo shoes that I actually got at a sample sale, and I'd worn them so much they were dogged out. I took them to a leather place here in Atlanta. It cost me $200. And I was so pissed because I paid half that for those shoes. But you know what? It's worth the investment because now they look brand new and I can wear them again. So that was annoying at first, but it actually is really worth it. If you have more shoe questions or if you want to fight me about your shoe boxes, hit me up. These are just the must-haves. There's plenty of other categories and subcategories that I could go into, but these are just the basics. The flats, the different kinds of boots, your sandals, flip-flops, and sneakers, and heels. That is just the beginning of your shoe wardrobe. I want you guys to understand that style is subjective. You can get whatever shoes you want to get. Just make sure that they're current and make sure they're not aging you and you're not shopping for comfort and you're not shopping for price. It really goes for the same reason why you are shopping for fit. If you're not sure and you're killing time, you want to see some shoes that you like, make sure that you go somewhere where you're going to have a really nice selection and get something the best that you can afford. You don't skimp on your shoes and you don't skip on your eyes and you don't skip on your teeth. Okay. Those are just the three main things. Again, get rid of all your shoe boxes. The one person that I work with, she must have had 50 shoe boxes. I made her get rid of all of them and we donated them to her kids' preschool. They were thrilled. They were over the moon to have all those shoe boxes because then they made projects and did stuff with them. So there's really places, preschools and daycare centers, I think will take stuff like that. So if you have a lot of boxes, fine. Some people want to split hairs with me and they want to say, well, all my shoe boxes are clear and I can see through them. Okay. I mean, I still disagree with that, but if that works for you, fine. But keeping all your shoes in shoe boxes is literally like keeping all your clothes in a suitcase. If you're going to have to open up your suitcase and go through all your shit every time you want to get dressed, you're going to stop getting dressed and just grab what's on top. Just saying. If you have any feedback or any questions, please hit me up, Holly at Fashion Crimes Podcast, Holly at Holly Katz Styling. Please hit me up on Instagram, Holly Katz Styling, or Fashion Crimes Podcast, or Facebook. Sign up for our email list. We'd love to send you all of this free fashion content straight to your inbox every single week. We would love to. Thank you so much for listening. And don't forget to hit up that Pinterest board. There are so many things on there, brands I'm sure that, you've heard of before. Maybe you haven't heard of before, but just try a pair or two. And, you never know what a brand new pair of shoes can do for your day. It really goes a long way. And people do notice. So I want you to get some additional shoe ideas. If there's some brands that you love that I have not mentioned that I don't know about, please hit me up and tell me, because then maybe I'll interview them and maybe I'll talk about them on the podcast. And all of y'all who've been writing in, I'm so grateful. I have been giving everybody shout outs. I really didn't get much this week. I got a lot last week. So y'all keep writing in. Make sure you listen on to what to wear to the Kentucky Derby. That's what happened last week. We got a lot of shout outs last week. And understand that if you write to me, I am going to put you on our email list anyway. So be prepared for that. Okay. And send me to a friend. Send it to somebody who needs fashion help. Any weddings you got coming up, we got the Best Dressed Wedding Guest again, 2023 edition. That's coming up. And we got a lot of great things. So thanks for hanging in there with me. And thanks for listening to the Fashion Crimes Podcast. My name is Holly Katz, your favorite personal stylist, the hostess with the mostest, and as always, the only Holly you need to know. Y'all have a great week. Peace out. Thank you so much. Bye.